Hello. Good evening. What's up, Hilly? How we doing, man? Welcome to the Friday upload. I don't even know if I'm going to stick with that title, but Fridays set to be focused around video work and or gaming related content. Moving forward tonight, a little bit different. Had a dinner. I was the trophy. I was the arm candy tonight for my wife at her work dinner. Got to make her look good and just be present and support her. Being there for a fellow coworker who was retiring and such, but nice little date night out. And so we're on late tonight, but moving forward on Friday nights, the regular will be 9:30. We'll be live until 9:30 to 11:30, starting in April. Potentials of being able to expand on that, which will be cool. Give you guys the opportunity, kind of in a mind of like subathon way of like support leads to longer time streaming. But yeah, so just trying to get things planned out and thinking through what we want to do, how I want to do this moving forward. Glad to hear, Hilly, that you're doing great. Happy Friday night. Happy weekend. I thought about when I got on here about like maybe being that it's so late, maybe just chilling and gaming and chatting tonight. But I was just like, maybe I shouldn't do that, and I should instead focus on the idea of planning out, like trying to plan out future Fridays. You know what I mean? And so, just like yesterday, looking at it with football and plans for football streams. Tuesdays, looking at budget creator labs and looking at shoestring studio kind of content, how we want to approach that. But then for Friday nights, looking at different video related. So whether it's video editing for different like weekly videos or monthly videos, as well as for videography kind of work, doing some editing for stuff like that. Also looking at the idea of like reactions and challenges, specifically looking at like gaming challenges of different stuff that I would set up and make fun things, like we did before. And I need to get the video edited. And turned into an actual YouTube video, because it's going to be a banger. I really do think it'll be a banger. And that is the surviving hardcore Minecraft, when I tried to survive 3 days of hardcore Minecraft along with one of our community members, Naz. Well, he's not Naz anymore. Sturgis. That's it, Sturgis. Was Naz Grakla, but not anymore. And that was a blast. That was a lot of fun, and we survived. But getting that turned into an actual video, man, that would be so much fun. So much fun. And anyway, so maybe even working on stuff like that here on Friday nights for a portion of the time. But then also there's the idea of like, I want to lean into some things. I've talked before about the idea of leaning into healthy gaming and leaning into helping people. I have it written down somewhere. I haven't read it in a while. I haven't thought of it in a while, so it's not like on the tip of my lips of how I was saying it, which was it's the idea of helping gamers to revive, to survive, and to thrive in life. And so looking at ways to be able to help with like healthy gaming, and also addressing different topical things that are faced, whether it's like mental health issues and stuff like that, different things that I can speak into from my own experience, as well as my own past, experience working with teenagers and young people in general when it comes to different stuff like that as a youth pastor. Um, so some pieces like that I think would be huge for us to spend time every Friday really kind of dishing out a little bit of a couple thoughts on. That right there becomes simple, like plan the time on a Friday night, and that time then gets cut, and that's a video for YouTube. You know what I'm saying? So trying to be productive with the time, make it double the work, make it do double the work without doing double the work, if that makes sense. But also looking at the idea of like different gaming challenges and fun stuff like that, including which could include like game playthroughs and stuff like that. But I want to have a different approach to game playthroughs, if I'm honest. I don't want to just play games. Like, I like playing games. Don't get me wrong. I like playing games. Man, I got a smudge on my lens. Do I have my lens wipe around? Yeah, buddy. But the idea of like doing first time playthroughs and stuff with different games, I want to, like, man, I'd love to play BioShock, my BioShock remastered. I've never played BioShock before. Love to play BioShock. I'd love to play Outer Wilds, which I do own. I'm not going to be doing the new Indiana Jones game on stream because my computer can't handle it with streaming. So I'm just kind of playing that offline, experiencing that story. And then there's a whole litany of different games I'd love to experience, love to play. But I'd love to do so with a different approach rather than just like playing through for the first time. Like even looking into what are themes and topics that are approached in it, and like, I don't know, conversing about things, and I don't know, seeing where stuff like that leads. I'm not sure. I haven't really spent the time necessary really delving in on that. I know like tomorrow morning I'll be spending time when I go out. I'll be probably doing some driving and delivery work tomorrow, but also then being able to sit down a little bit and probably writing a little bit more for writing a novel. But I really need to spend time writing the story of a YouTube video. One of the most impactful things you can do to grow and get better, I know, is at writing. Like a book, if I want to write a book, but also at doing YouTube, at doing content in general, is becoming a good storyteller. And I gotta work on that. Like, you don't get better at something unless you do it, right? Practice. That's what helps to build it. So I really need to build that up. And for some reason, this is still like smudgy. And the fact I got a key light there that I'm looking up towards, it's like making it twice as obvious in my eye. There you go. That's better, I think. So, Hilly, what do we think? What do you think we do tonight? Do we try to outline a video? I one of the things I was looking to do, like one of the things I'm trying to in really attacking YouTube, talking about taxes. Wait, what? That is not one of the topics. I did say to my wife tonight, I was like, we need to call and set up our tax appointment. We never wait this long. We usually get it scheduled in February. And it is not February. It is not February. In fact, right now I'm actually kind of glad that you said that, because I am going to throw it in our calendar, call or set up tax appointment. Not for 10 p.m. The office won't be open. Let's go 9 a.m. Put that on family so I can see it and my wife can see it. Boom. All right, got that in there. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. But should we just hop on and game a little? Hop onto a game? And if so, what game should we hop on and try to play a little? Or do we spend some time trying to kind of write a do we spend some time trying to write a video? This is what I was talking about. Duh. Follow my train of thought. So what I was trying to look at was like the idea of a video, different videos I want to do for the Delcary channel is obviously I have a lot of like gameplay through, you know, I have different challenge videos and stuff that I've done in the past with gaming and such like that, but I want to be posting out like videos in which I come beside other gamers. You know what I mean? And what I mean by that is like I connect with, I show validity of like I myself am a gamer and things that other gamers would be interested in. So that's where like different game playthroughs and stuff like that would be big. And so I've done different game playthroughs, and I have some in my backlog. Some of them I did at different times to where, like, for example, a game that I was curious about and I wanted to play was going to go off Game Pass. So I would play it on my own time, late night or something like that. But I wouldn't do it with any like recording video or anything like that, or audio or anything like that. It was just the gameplay, in hopes to go back. And I've seen people do this before, where you can go back and then you can do voiceover work and stuff like that. And so I had thought about doing that with a game I had played recently called Return to Grace, which literally is only like a 2-parter. I think it's like 2 hours if I upload it that way, 1 hour. But I want to get better about how I shape stuff like that. That's the one where I kind of have to watch back through and kind of like, okay, no, I did this here, I did this here, I did this here, and then I can kind of put together different things that way, as compared to if I were to take and look at the idea of I go off the old structure of hub, help, and hero videos. Hey, look, Discord just now said that I was live. 15 minutes. 15 to 20 minutes late. But hub videos are like the things that you're posting like consistently, right? They're the things that people can trust that they're always going to get. And so the idea of like bi-weekly videos or weekly videos, depending on your upload capability. And then the help videos are the ones where it's just like it sounds. Within your niche, you're looking at ways to be able to help people and provide solutions to things and stuff like that. And then you have those are like your monthly to bi-monthly, again, depending on your capability of creating them and releasing them and such. And then you have your hero videos, which are your big ones that you're really focusing in on a heavy focus. And I can't remember all the details, but to describe it, but your hero videos are these big ones that you're trying to complete, like 2 in the year kind of thing, 2 to 4 in the year. And so with that, I feel like the hub videos are meant to be those kind of like come beside other gamers, and that's where it's like doing the gameplay throughs, challenges, stuff like that. And then the help ones are more along the lines of like, okay, providing actual like a little bit of help, whether that's actual like practical help to video editing. Like I have my most viewed video ever is a like how to for DaVinci Resolve and solving an issue on there. So it can be like help videos like that, but it could also be help videos in the way of like coming beside gamers in life and looking at, the idea of helping gamers to survive, revive, and thrive in life. The idea of looking at something related to maybe mental health or something down those kind of lines, and making a video in that way that releases once a month or once every other month, something like that. And then the hero videos would be some sort of massive project I really haven't spent more time dwelling on. And like I said, I have a breakdown of this more that I had written out on my whiteboard, and I have a picture of somewhere on my phone that I need to get organized and really focus in on doing. But anyway, so working on some of those would be that healthy gaming piece, I think, would be in relation to those like help videos, some of those. So looking at things like avoiding burnout, balance, positive impact, mental health things, stuff like that. But then also having that the actual gaming happening would be huge. It's killing me right now that I can't think of what my hero approach was going to be. How is I going to be your hero? I can be your hero, baby. All right. You know, Hilly, I have no clue. I haven't even cracked on my Xbox in a minute. Last night was the first time in a while, and it was Madden. I'll use this controller right now. Oh, wait. Do I even crack on my Xbox? Or do I just do something here on the computer? Do we get the Card Shop Simulator out and do that? And I don't really want to play Card Shop, to be honest with you. Not right now. Not tonight. Not tonight. There's this game I have on here called Never Alone. Let me see how long. Time to beat. How long would it take? Oh, about 3 hours? That's not bad. But it's called Never Alone. Kisima Ingichuna. It's a... you're trying to... Oh, wait, no. It tells an impactful tale of one's culture I wouldn't have experienced much of otherwise. Yeah, about the Inuit, right? Anyway. I have that one downloaded on here. Or do I just hop in and be like, oh, hey, I haven't touched Apex in a hot minute. Or Fortnite. What's up, Zev? How we doing? Just trying to figure out if I'm just going to chill playing a game a little bit tonight. Not named football. Tonight's focus is the goal of Friday nights is going to be based around creating videos, video creation, and as well as gaming. Yeah, gaming. Why does your notification say not to wait on a notification? Because I wanted it to. No, because the bot was 15 to 20 minutes late. 15 to 20 minutes late on announcing that we were actually live. So I just posted it myself in there. It said don't wait on it. And then it sent a second one 15 minutes later, 20 minutes later or whatever. The actual one saying like, hey, he's live. Did you know he's live? Hey, did you know that Delkery went live? Right now. He went live right now. It was 30 minutes ago, but right now he went live. You don't want to miss this. You don't want to miss it. Have I asked you about the game Division? Oh yeah. Well, I've played the Division, and I was playing with some of my buddies for a while there. The Division 2. I do have that. It's not really a well-viewed game on Twitch. So I will say that I do know that from experience. But yeah, that's an enjoyable game, definitely an enjoyable game. Let me see here. I gotta get this opened up. Oh, it's making me type in this password, and then I gotta do that there, and then I gotta do this here, and then I gotta do a little dance, and do a little jig. Get down tonight. All right. Get down tonight. All right. Yeah. That music is like, let's get at it. Oh, you posted that. I thought the bot did. Nope, that was me. That was me who posted that, and then the bot did it 20 minutes ago. Yeah. I know, Hilly. I'm full of it, man. I joined the March Madness bracket, and your boy knows exactly nothing about basketball. Dude, I forgot about... When does March Madness begin? When does the March Madness practice? Wow. I was going to say, it's not until the end of the month, isn't it? First round is, yeah, the 20th and 21st. Oh, sorry. The first 4 to play in are the 18th and 19th. All right, so I got some time. Maybe we do that next week. Maybe next Thursday night. I know it's not football, but it is sports. So maybe we do one. Maybe I fill out a bracket. You guys can hold me. Selection is 316 and the first game is 18. All right, perfect. Keep me on that, Zev. Keep me on that, because I like to do brackets just for fun. So maybe that's one that I can do, maybe fun one on stream, or we can all compete in Discord or something. Just throw your bracket in and just have some fun seeing who got what, poking at each other. You know what I mean? One biddy, appreciate you. Thanks for the penny, appreciate you. LeBron, that's all I know about basketball. Yeah, LeBron James. All right. You know what game I haven't played in a hot minute? Oh, it's because it's not downloaded. Halo Infinite. In fact, if I remember correctly, guys, I was playing the story mode to Halo Infinite, and I never completed that game. So here's a potential. I want to play. Man, there's so many games I want to play. All right, but like, I really want to play. I've never played BioShock. I'd love to play the trilogy of BioShock. I have the remastered trilogy, but I don't know that I have it in a way I can play it, because if I try to play it on my computer, I don't know if it's going to be too much to handle while streaming as well with my current build. So that might be out of the cards. But Outer Wilds is one that's been asked for a while, I know, by Sturgis, and so like we're probably gonna be doing that soon. But Brothers, a tale of whatever the name of that one was fully. Two Sons, yeah, Two Sons. Probably playing that one. That's only like a 2 hour, 3 hour game, right? 2 to 3 hour. But with it, down the line, maybe I go through the Halo Infinite campaign, just restart. I don't remember any of it, and when I do that, what I should try and do, guys, is release my first playthrough of, because I on stream a few years ago, I think it was summer of 21 or something like that. I played Halo 1, 2, and 3 for my first time ever, and I was alive when those dropped, right? And that was the hot stuff. I had never played them, and so I played them for the first time, and they're in the VODs. You know, the playthroughs in the VODs, and I could cut them and post them to YouTube, and that could be a fun little thing as I'm playing the Infinite thing. That might be something to do. This one's with my old coworkers, so if I beat them, basically my bracket on football teams, it's gonna be lit. That's funny. See if you can set up a poll in Discord, get the community in on it. On the bracket you're talking about? We gotta get life. We gotta pump life back into the Discord, because like the Discord like went there's been light interaction recently, but it's been choosing a game. I got you. But either way, like I felt like for a period there we were getting a little bit of movement where more people were kind of interacting, and recently it just feels like almost dead. Now, granted, there's a lot that I want to revamp about the Discord. So like I have a lot of things that you guys can't see, like a lot of channels and stuff like set up to try and like transition and create and build according to different interests and different content that I'm going to be creating. So I do understand that that's there, as well as roles and how different bots work and stuff. That's one of those Monday night things I need to add to my list, is about revamping Discord. Maybe I'm working on that on a actually, I don't have it on there. I gotta add it on here. I've got a whole list of Monday night work, right? So let's go. What was I just saying about? Oh yeah, revamp Discord, and that can be something I can chat with. I can talk with chat while I'm possibly getting ideas or working on it, and even showing first drafts and stuff about what the Discord will look like. I had thought about the idea of like creating a new one and like shifting, like inviting others over to it, but I don't think I'm going to do it that way. I don't think I'm going to do that way. I'm just going to go with what I have and just remake it, if that makes sense. Rebuild it. Knock the walls out all the way down to the studs. And get started. Yeah, but the idea of choosing a game. Are you saying about for tonight? Or are you saying about? I think my brain is slow right now. But about putting one there and getting thoughts on it. Yeah, I think I will do that. I'll put it out there just to like give a couple, not just a wild like, y'all know there's 5 million games. Tell me which one I should play, you know, but giving like, hey, here's some game options. Guys, what do you think? Yeah, for a playthrough on YouTube. Yeah. Yeah, I think right now I know that there's one that I'm trying to get because I have it. I have it recently. I have it active. And so I want to definitely make sure I get that uploaded. I just have to do the recorded voiceover stuff. Voiceover or just video and voiceover, if that makes sense. And it's just a two-parter if I keep it cut up an hour each. But then after that, yeah, I think down the line I do want to do the piece I said about Halo, because I think it'd be fun to put out that like first playthrough situation and then the experiences that happened on that, but also play through the Halo Infinite campaign, which I think I have access to via Game Pass. I think I do. So, what's my favorite board game? Well, it's interesting you should ask. I wish you could see, but I don't have the Epic camera connected right now to my phone. I need to download a new whatever it's called that's necessary for that. But so I got a bunch of board games over here. Right here in view, I've got Pandemic, I've got Alhambra, Ticket to Ride with the 1910 expansion, I've got Yamatai, Small World Underground, we've got King Me, we've got Settlers of Catan, we've got Life in Reterra, Costa Rica Splendor, Indiana Jones Sands of Adventure. That's just right here off to my left. There's a whole bunch behind me that you can't see in this right here. Whole bunch of them. There's a couple right up here. In fact, right there above my finger is Forbidden Island. I just taught my son that. It's meant for 10 and up. He's 4. He's kind of advanced in understanding certain kind of things. There's a lot of pieces he still doesn't understand. He just enjoys the fact that I invite him in. It's a cooperative game, so I'm basically playing it myself, but he gets to flip cards and do different things. And he's beginning to grasp certain games like that, so it's really fun. But to just answer your question straight up, probably one of my favorite board games ever is Alhambra. I really enjoy Alhambra. So, always have. There's, what game was that over there? Yeah, we got a lot of board games in here. If I had the capability, I would totally, like, if I had, now I feel basic? What do you mean now you feel basic? What do you mean now you feel basic? I have a brother-in-law who was in the military, and when he was in Kuwait, that's what they did, and he got introduced to board games. So he became a big board game guy. He's got like 5-tier shelving units of board games and card games. He's got a ton of them. He gifted me some of them when he didn't, certain ones that he wasn't a big fan of, or he got a new version of, or something like that. And there's some of these that then like we found that we wanted to try out because they were like 50+% off somewhere or whatever. So mine is between Life and Clue. Oh man, I'd say Life. Oh my goodness. Listen. Sounds like a few board. Exactly. I think I have somewhere around, if you include all the little card games and board games and stuff like that, all the little ones as well. I mean, it's over 60. He probably has like, I'd probably put bank in the neighborhood of 350. That's like how many marbles there is in this container, guess. But he's got a lot. He's got quite a bit. So Rage. Just a few. Yeah. Rage card game? I don't know. Let me see if I know what this is. Nope. I don't recognize that at all. Nope. Is tonight becoming just a chill game where we talk about show off some board games or something like that. So let me grab Alhambra. I will cater to the people who are here tonight instead of playing a video game. How about that? We'll cater to the people. But let me pull over Alhambra so you can see what this game looks like. No, this is a Christmas one. I don't like it. I gotta get a better handle on my playlists of music too. That was a Christmas one called Cookies and Milk. This one is Pillar of Autumn. Wrong time of year. So this is Alhambra. I am, after all, your #1 supporter. I appreciate that. I don't know. I don't know if you can say that though. Hilly throws the bits like hail in a storm. You know what I mean? But this is what the board looks like. And so it's a simple game of victory points all the way the wall going around. These little blocks where my fingers are numbers, and that's the victory point counter that you move your pieces around. But you collect wrong hand. You collect cards of certain kinds to be able to purchase tiles. And then hey, someone say bit. You do that to get tiles, and then you put the tiles together, and you're trying to have the most of certain colors, which get certain points at different stages when a card pops up that tells you, hey, count points. And also walls around the building that you're creating with your tiles. So it's it takes a little bit of time, and it's rather, once you get a couple rounds in, it's a pretty simple game. This one right here is classic. Ticket to Ride. Can't go wrong with Ticket to Ride. Ignore the fact I didn't know who you were yesterday. Exactly. I don't know what you're talking about. But Ticket to Ride. This one is really simple. It's literally late train win game, but it's a lot of fun, and there's a lot of different versions of this one. So this is set up. It's the United States map. And I have the 1910 expansion, which gives you bigger cards and more tickets. But you're trying to complete tickets. Let me see if I can. Oh. It's hard to do when you're not laying it on flat on a table. But you're trying to complete trains, tickets across the United States, earn points, win games. You know what else is a good game? Mousetrap. I used to love that game when I was a kid. I used to love that game so stinking much. We used to love setting that thing up, going to town. But I haven't played one of the classics, like Monopoly, Clue, stuff like that in a while. But we did recently. Sam's Club had a sale, so we had a yard sale version. Can you see it in this? No, it's up on top. This shelf here at the very top, a Monopoly that is what is it? It was, sorry, some of the cards had fell out, so I had to get them back in order. Had to straighten things back out. But we had a cheap bought at a yard sale Monopoly in a cardboard box that's torn up. Ooh, I'm falling. But they had tin ones. I'm not gonna get them out because you guys know what Monopoly and Clue are, but they're like tin nostalgia ones, and so we have those so we can yard sale the Monopoly or something. My dad calls Monopoly the divorce game. What do you mean complete tickets? The tickets piece for you get tickets, and on them they have a route. So like New York to Chicago, and if you complete it, you get this amount of points. And you're trying to complete tickets and routes that way. You have to lay down. You have to collect certain train cards of certain colors to be able to lay them, to be able to lay your trains on the tracks, claim those tracks so nobody else can claim them, and then connect your train tracks across your tickets to be able to earn the tickets, that kind of stuff. So you had to check something? Oh, okay. What'd you have to check? What'd you have to check? Zev. Whoa. Whoa. Hilly. Let's go. Appreciate that. Zev, enjoy. Let's go. We are at hype. We are at 3. We just came back this week. Guys, and we're already moving back up the sub scale. You guys are awesome. Enjoy that, Zev. I hope to be igniting an expansion upon what really sub earning can do, or being a sub on this channel will do. I really want to make it more worthwhile than just, you get these emotes and stuff like that. Not that that's not worth it itself. Just saying, enjoy your awkward Arnold and other great emotes. But yeah, welcome to the herd. Love it. Thank you, Hilly. Appreciate that for sharing the love. Does it mean you'll love me since I'm sub now? I mean, I like you a little bit more. So here's another game. Talking about board games tonight, I guess. But this game is called Pandemic. And my wife and I played the digital game on stream before, and we've played this game a lot. This is a cooperative game where you work together. You have different roles, and you work together to stop outbreaks of 4 viruses across the globe. And you're trying to hold off outbreaks of diseases while finding the cures. And then once you find all 4 cures, you win the game. But if the outbreak meter reaches a certain height, or certain things happen that it starts to affect the globe, then you lose. And this one we have lost far more than we desire to make people aware of. And usually the way that it has happened for us is that you lose 1 turn early. Like 1 more turn and you would have won. So, but that's a fun one, a fun cooperative one. It's ones like this. I know that you can play it digitally, but I don't know if it has an online like multiplayer, or if it's a like in person. Because this would be a fun one as a community to try and like work together to be able to do digitally. I don't know though. I'll have to look that up. That'd be fun community night kind of thing, rather than your like typical. I'd love to do like community board game night, but together as a group, online instead of out, at my kitchen table. I mean, it'd be great to have people in at my kitchen table. You know what I'm saying? What's let me see here. Unfortunately, because of how things are piled and amassed back there, I'm not going to pull everything out, but I will say this, that there is a game back there. There's a couple more games back there that I could pull out that I'd be like, oh yeah, this one here. Oh yeah, this one here. I will say, like, King of Tokyo, have really enjoyed, especially when you get it with people who are interested about trying to do more with it. It's made like is it the artist or the creator? I forget which, or both, is somebody who did the artwork for different, or was creator of different Magic the Gathering cards. So there's some like it's meant to be a shorter played game, but you can expand it. And I actually had I have a YouTube video in which we had tested out this idea of how we wanted to do something with it, because a guy and his brother we had over when he was home from college, he had an idea that he wanted, like he was curious about after we played it. And so the next time he came home, we tried it out. And I have a video that actually walks through this expansion idea. And it was kind of fun. It was kind of fun trying to expand it more towards that Magic the Gathering. One or two people we played with didn't like that because they're very set on the idea of just focusing on the way that the game is written. And the whole premise was, hey, we're going to get together and we're going to do this not the way it's written because we want to test something. But King of Tokyo is one where you have a monster. You know, like it's not King Kong, it's not Godzilla, it's not ones like that. But if you look at them, that's what they are. They're just different named, right? Because of legal reasons. But you play as them to where you're trying to either survive and kill off the other monsters, kill off the other players, or you're trying to earn up to 20 victory points. And there's different pieces of it where you can have evolution cards which are specific to each character. So you can try to have a character who focuses on heavy damage, try to have a character who tries to like balance things, try to have a character who's just focused on health and energy, stuff like that. So and there's also like costumes and other cards that you're trying to make what you do more effective. So, but if you're curious about a look on that, go give that video a view. It helps me out, but also it can give kind of a look as to what the pieces of this game are. I don't explain the base version because that wasn't the point. So if you want to understand that first, but that's another fun one. Dragonwood, that's one that's like ultimate intro to the idea of fantasy gameplay. Like choose how are you going to defeat this monster. You have to collect cards, and then with those cards, are you going to try and how are you going to try to take out this monster with screaming at them, a sword, or stomping, you know, those kind of things. And so you're trying to do that, earn victory points. Most victory points at the end wins the game. You got to beat both the blue dragon and the orange dragon. It's a pretty simple game. Dude, I will tell you a game I really enjoyed that I don't own, but my wife's niece, she wanted me to teach. So I learned the game. She owned the game. Somebody gave it to her. And I said, sure, I will learn the game for you and I will teach it and we'll play it. You know, so we did that one time. We went up to my mother-in-law's and stuff. Super fun game. It's like intro to D&D idea, but it's literally, it's called Into the Dungeon, I believe is what it was called. Dude, it's so fun in the way of you choose a character and you're playing as that character. They have 4 preset characters, so it's like one's a barbarian and one's a this and one's a that. And so, but you have like 5 pieces. You have like a gauntlet and you have a shield and you have a whatever, and you're trying to I forget exactly how the details work because I don't own it. I haven't played it in a while, but I just remember you're trying to like either place like certain monsters secretly into the cave and get an other person, force them into the cave to go face those monsters while trying to remove certain pieces of equipment, so then they have less equipment and therefore less capability, or you're trying to get in there yourself. So it's just that in itself is a fun game. And then they have a second one I wanted just because I wanted the expansion of more characters and more capabilities, but had never played it. Never played that second one. That's one I would love to own. Intro. Let me see if I can find it real quick. What's your take on Halo Wars? I've never played Halo Wars. I played Halo 1, 2, and 3, and that's it. I've never played 4 or 5. I've never played Halo Wars, and I did a little bit of Halo Infinite when it first dropped. I played the multiplayer for free, and then I started a little bit of the campaign. Don't remember any of it because I never finished it, and I didn't have that lasting hit then from finishing a story. You know what I mean? Let me look here, though. Into the Dungeon. No, that's a choose your own path book. I don't want that. Boarding. Welcome to the dungeon. Welcome to the dungeon. Let me see here if I can let you guys see this. That's not it. There it is. So it looks like this. It looks like this. That's the picture of it. But you literally have this right here. I don't remember that board, to be honest with you. That might be a bigger expansion. But you can see here, though, you've got the different pieces. You've got the character with a certain level of HP. And you've got the certain pieces. You're trying to send people in. You're trying to secretly collect monsters into that cave that they have to go in and face. And you're trying to either make them die then, or go in yourself and survive and win. So I'm trying to get back to the first. Come on, is it just there? We go. Yeah, push your luck dungeon delve, in which 2 to 4 players take turn essentially daring each other to go into a dungeon with less equipment than they start off with, while filling the dungeon with monsters. Players can win the game by winning 2 rounds or get eliminated from the game by losing 2 rounds. Each player has a two-sided player cards that has a white side and a red side. The first win taps the player card, and the first loss flips the player card. A second loss, they'll turn the card back into the box. Anyway, it's played in rounds. But anyway, you could go on here on BGG, Board Game Geek, and check it out. But it's, dude, this is a fun one. I'm really curious. What is it right now on Amazon? This says last purchase, but that wasn't me. That wasn't me. That wasn't me. That was probably my mother-in-law. But man, oh, they have the sequel too. Welcome Back to the Dungeon for $14.99. So you got $13. That's on sale right now too. Oh my goodness. Oh, I want that game so bad. Anyway, that'd be a fun one. It says, what age does it say? 10 and up. Yeah, that one might be a little much yet for strategy with my son. My 4-year-old picks up some of these games that are like 6, 8, 10, 12 and up even. Some of them he doesn't, but love it. Oh, I want that game so bad. I want that game so bad. All right. I need to create a wish list. All right, just for the heck of it, we're just going to add this to cart. Doesn't mean I'm getting it. I'll save it for later. I'll save it for later. That's what I'll do. But I gotta, the sequel, we gotta, add to cart. Just adding it to cart. All right, just get out of that then. All right. All right. So, are you trying to play Halo Wars, Hilly? Is that what you're trying to do? Bro, this song. Yeah, Zev, use that bad boy up. Dollar General Arnold sliding on in. So when you go into somebody's channel for the first time, hit it up. Hit them up with it. When you say something awkward in chat, or you just show up in the chat for the first time, even in a chat that you're normally in, use that emote. Throw them off. Throw them off. And spread the word of Delcarie. Oh, everything I say is awkward. Perfect. That is the perfect emote for you then. There should be another one. I haven't checked. I haven't updated. Yep, dumpster fire. Yeah, dumpster fire emote. Love it. That took a while to create because we were trying to get rid of the background and stuff. Oh, like Halo Wars board game? I thought Halo. I think you're talking about. Isn't there a video game Halo Wars? Where's that? Oh, this one here, Delk the Barbarian. That was kind of awkward too. That was kind of awkward. Oh, that's a tier 3 sub emote. I'm sorry. That's why you don't have access to it. But that's a dope emote in my opinion. That's one of the things I got to look on here. So guess what I need to add to my list, guys, for Monday Night Work. We talked about extensions, but you know what we need to look at? We need to look at emotes. Emotes and such on Twitch. Because you know what happens is that affects also emotes that are available on Discord as well. Okay, so it is a video game, but it is also interesting. Halo Wars board game. Let's check this out. Let's check this out here. Like Risk? Is that what you mean? It's the Risk Halo Wars? If so, bro, if you have a copy of that, that thing's worth money. What I'm seeing here, that thing's worth money. Yeah, it looks like that's a collector's style of thing of Risk. I'm curious how it plays because it's funny when they have different things like that claim to be like a game base, but they actually aren't. If that makes sense. No, this one definitely looks like it. Very similar to regular Risk, but wait a minute. I thought you were just talking. You were just saying to me that it is a set game as well. Come on, man. It is though. Risk, Halo Wars Risk. Yeah, the first Halo Wars I saw was like considered a huge success, but then they shut down when they were planning Halo Wars 2 or something like that. But yeah, I never played it. I don't know much of anything about it. Like I said, I played 1, 2, and 3. And some Infinity. So that's where I lie. I do like a game called, you had asked, I know Zev a while ago now, but a game called Puerto Rico, which is a strategy board game. And that one I would not be able to give you a clear and good understanding of from the back of my brain because I haven't played it in so long. But I remember really enjoying it every time I played it. That one's where you take on roles of colonial governors on the island of Puerto Rico. The aim of the game is to amass victory points by shipping goods to Europe or by constructing buildings. So you're working to you're using a small board with spaces for city buildings, plantations, and resources. You're trying to grow crops, which then you're going to try to exchange for points or doubloons. And then the balloons can be used to buy buildings, which allow players to produce more crops or give them other abilities. So you're trying to build a system that gets you the best amount of opportunity for victory points. So that was pretty fun. Oh, is it really hilly? I like Civ. I always enjoyed. I have Civ 6. It'll be a long minute before I'm able to get Civ 7, but let me look here. Oh, I see, said the blind man to the deaf man. Yeah, now they have the definitive edition. Oh, I got you. Gotcha. So, I mean, it's a little bit different than Civ, but I see what you're saying in the style of how they set it up. Interesting. All right. That gives me a better understanding of what you're talking about. 100. 100. 100. HUNNID. 100. Boom, 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 boom. So tomorrow when I, like I said, I'm going to probably spend some time doing some driving and delivery work to bring in a little supplemental income. And then also hopefully be able to sit down at a place like Starbucks and be able to do some writing. I'm trying to create some parent resources, helping parents to be able to address certain things and handle certain things with kids, like toddlers and young ones, specifically in the realm of like technology and dealing with how to set up and how to understand and stuff like that. The number of parents that I interact with that are clueless when it comes to those things, and therefore setting up their kids in a terrible direction with certain things, with developmental issues, as well as addiction issues and other affected pieces, possible interactions with inappropriate content and stuff like that, specifically in the corn realm and other stuff like that. It's yeah, it's hugely necessary, and I want to be able to use my expertise as a youth, from youth ministry, and even in my current status as a dad of two under 5, being able to help other parents. So I really want to get. I haven't completed one of those. I wanted to have one completed in February and be completing a parent resource a month to be able to provide and have available for parents, but also writing my novel. And so I want to keep writing that, keep moving, and get back to writing, and actually writing and developing out alongside of the characters that I have and the story that I have to be created, rather than so much world building and such. So I'm excited to see that continue. If you are a fantasy reader or a fan of fantasy like Lord of the Rings and such, then you might want to keep in touch on that, because coming up, when I reach a certain goal I have set for myself, I look at the potential of opening the doors for doing some extra content with it, in the way of like sharing pieces with supporters, people who want to support on that front via like Ko-Fi or Patreon or something like that, and keep up with that, so that I can begin to build a support system to really begin. Wow, that's weird. The Ko-Fi stream bot just popped up and is talking about that. That's weird. But that way I can start to build a foundational, when I'm ready to, I can build a foundational support system of people who are actually like intrigued and looking to support me in that journey, and be a part of the process and get to benefit from that as kind of like first looks and first participants. So excited for that. Oh man, but that's what the weekend looks like for me. I'm gonna have to look ahead and try to see how to best set up in my week, how to plan out everything for the week ahead with streams as well, so I'm able to still get these other pieces done of video work and stuff like that, potential business stuff with videography, and also potentially with private football, private training, private coaching, whatever you want to call it. So got to try and get that under wraps. But it's been fun just hopping on here, just chatting about random things. But I do got to hop off for tonight. Next Friday, we will be back live 9:30 to 11:30 instead of 10:30. We don't have anything planned next Friday night that I know of. But hey, if an opportunity opens up for me to go on a date with my wife because we have somebody to watch the kids, guess what, guys? Stream might start late. So that just might be how it is. But as to the weekend, I hope y'all have a good weekend. Next Monday, we will be back doing Bible study on Monday night with my wife in, I think, Job 6 or 7 or something like that, just talking through Job. We're just reading through and just having conversations about Job, about life, what we're learning, and challenging each other, praying with each other. And that's at like 8:30, 9 o'clock, and then going to be streaming for an hour our workshop, Monday night workshop, from 10:30 to 11:30 for an hour. So that's back on Monday. Tuesday back 9:30 to 10:30, with potential of going later than that, but 9:30 to 10:30. Did I change that to 10:30. No, I think I kept that 9:30 to 10:30. Looking specifically at things related to budget creator content. So, with all that being said, Hilly, appreciate you. Thank you so much for that gifted sub to our friend Zev, and to Hilly, to Zev, to anyone else in the background. Appreciate you guys tonight. Hope you guys have a great weekend. God bless, and I will see you guys back here on Monday. With that being said, don't forget, you are loved, even if you don't feel like it. Know that it's true. See you on Monday, maybe tomorrow. Tomorrow? Are you gonna like... Oh, if I show up at... Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Okay. All right. Yeah, maybe tomorrow. All right. I'm out.